Every day that I wake up, I tell myself that today is not the day that I quit. Do you guys understand? And I'm going to wake up today knowing fully well that I don't want to do what I need to do to succeed. I'm going to tell myself that, okay, today is not the day that I quit. And then I'm going to want to, push it forward to tomorrow. That, okay, maybe I can quit tomorrow, but not today. And it's funny, but it's something that has helped me even when I feel like I don't want to go on, even when I feel like I don't want to try harder. And the thing about life is that if you're trying to get something, like you're working towards a goal, I feel like the trials and the temptations that you get, they come to determine how badly you really want that thing, right? They come to test you, they come to check how much you are willing to give, how much you're willing to sacrifice, how far you're willing to go, like the amount of effort you're willing to put in order to get that thing that you are saying that you want, in order to achieve that thing that you're saying that you want to achieve. I think one of the biggest mistakes that we make, one of our biggest errors, is assuming that we will get something easily, assuming that something will come to us cheaply, assuming that something will come to us without us putting in the amount of effort that needs to be put in, right? One of these motivational speakers or like coaches, he said that the amount of effort, the amount of time, the amount of energy that you think is going to take, right, multiply it by 10, and that is really the amount of energy and time that it needed. So the point being that we always underestimate what is going to take. We always underestimate the amount of sacrifice needed, which is not really our fault. It's just that you cannot predict how hard something is, but as anyone who has been there, anyone on their way there will tell you, success doesn't come easy and it doesn't come cheap. And also, more importantly, if you are doing something and that thing that you're doing, if it's working for you, there is no need to try and fix what is not broken, right? You're doing something and that thing is working for you, you're seeing your results. There is no need to try and fix what is not broken, trying to fix something that nothing is wrong with it, right? Because the thing about life is that everybody's going to have an opinion. Everybody's going to try and advise you. Some people would say, oh, you've been doing this thing for like this for a long time. Why not try doing it in another way? Now, if the way you're doing it, it's working for you, you're getting your results, right? You're making money out of it. Why would you try to do it in another way when you're seeing results from how you're doing it, right? Why would you try to change something that is working? That's what I'm trying to say. But it's just that sometimes people have a lot to say, people have opinions. The point is, do not let the opinions of people sway you to the point where you start making mistakes that you could have avoided in the first place, right? Because if you're doing something and it's working, by the time you try to do something else, the other thing that you try to do may not be working, and then it becomes an issue. So if you're currently in a place, you're making money, you're happy, you're at peace, don't try to change it. Just stick to the status quo because it's working for you. Even relationships, if you're in a relationship and your relationship is working for you, why try to feel like it could be better or something, right? Why sabotage something that is working? Which is why we have to really be careful when we take advice from people, when we take like when we go to people for advice, when we take people's words. Like, it's not everything someone tells you that you have to take hook, line and sinker, that you have to digest and then apply to your life. So if you are a type of person that you take all your advices from what online coaches are saying, just know that you might be making a mistake. So whatever decision that you want to take, think about it, okay? Ensure that you're doing the right thing. Consider everything that is there to be considered, because some mistakes that we make are actually avoidable mistakes. Yeah. So in my last live, I didn't stay on live for long because my phone charger was faulty, but I fixed that now. And one thing I noticed, like one thing I can take out of this experience, because if you watch my live a lot, you will notice that a lot of things that I say are pertaining to my experience. Everything that I experience, I take a lesson from it. Everything that I experience, I try to learn something from it because I feel like that's what life is about, learning things, evolving, and getting better. So what I learned is that if you have been let me say suffering in quotes, right? If you have been suffering, you get used to it, and you don't recognize or remember how nice life could be. What am I trying to say? So just from this little experience, um, the phone charger that I used last week, I left it in the place that I went to on Saturday. So from Saturday till now, I've been managing this charger, this phone charger that is very bad, right? If every time I come on live, I talk about it. So if you're watching my lives, you know about it. So the phone charger, my phone has to be plugged throughout the day for me to be able to use it. Like throughout the day, my phone is plugged. If like it's all is the phone is always on like 10%, and if I take off the charger, it goes down to like 7%. So the phone is always plugged. So I almost forgot what it's like to have like 70% battery, because like throughout the whole weekend, like today is Wednesday already. For the past like 4 days, my phone has constantly been on 10%, highest 15%. So I already forgot what it's like to have your phone fully charged. And it applies to us in all areas of our lives. Some of us are so used to chaos that we don't even remember what peace is like, right? We think that life should always be chaotic because we are used to having chaotic friends, we are used to having chaotic family members, we are used to being surrounded by like just being unsettled basically. So we don't know what it's like to be peaceful, and sometimes when we encounter peace, we cannot relate, or we feel a bit unsettled because it's like different territory for us, right? In the same way, if you have been going through hard times for a long time, you fail to realize that life could be better than this, right? You fail to realize that you don't have to suffer all the time. It can get better, it should be better, right? So the point is always give yourself room to grow, always give yourself room to expand, always know that whatever situation that you're in, it could get better. You don't have to sabotage what you have, but just know that it could get better. You could be having like if you're earning like $1,000 per month, you could be earning $2,000. There's room to be earning $5,000, $10,000, and it all depends on your mindset. It all depends on what you think is possible. Some people don't think it's possible for them to earn like $20,000 a month. So like they will not do what it takes for them to attain that because they don't think it's possible. Hi, MC Hammer. Am I what kind of name is this? Am I correct though? MC Hammer. Yeah, I'm based in Nigeria, and this is my YouTube channel. I basically talk about my life journey, basically business, faith, basically I run a business, so I just share my experiences, my daily experiences, the lessons I've learned, live advice. I talk about my business, and basically also a little bit of interior decor, right? I'm decorating my home, so I post videos about that. Hi Margaret, hi Fortu. Greetings from New Orleans, Louisiana. Okay, I've never been there. I'm all the way in Nigeria, but it's nice to have you here. So I was talking about sales in my last live. I don't know how many people here are business owners or people who run a business or want to run a business. But I was talking about sales, like not marketing, just sales. And I was emphasizing how everybody's a salesperson. You might not realize it, but you're also into sales. Just imagine you convince your friend to buy something that they don't want to buy. You have sold that thing to them. The only difference is that you're not making any profit from that transaction, right? But we are all salespeople one way or the other. If you can convince someone to buy something they don't want to buy, if you can convince someone to go to a place they don't want to go, if you can convince someone to like your favorite food, you have convinced that person to buy that thing. So indirectly, we are all salespeople. It's just that we don't know how to leverage on the skill that we already have. Okay, part two said that's interesting. I have Nigerian ancestry. It could be Senegalese. Okay, that's nice. I'm not Senegalese though. I'm from Nigeria. But if you are Senegalese, then I believe that we are distant cousins. MC Hammer said, what business do you have? And I wish you well. Thank you. Do you like my name, MC Hammer? Hello. It's a nice name. I think I've heard it before from an event host, MC Hammer. I think I've heard it before actually. I can't remember where, but I think I've heard the name MC Hammer before. Blessing DK, your name sounds familiar. I think I've seen you on my live before, but it's been a while. Nice to have you here. How have you been? How is work? How is your week going? I hope you're doing well. I hope you're doing great. MC Hammer said I could sell snow to the Eskimos and send to the Arabs. Exactly. nobody can convince me otherwise. We are all salespeople, right? The difference is that some of us make money from selling, some of us don't, right? And I was also saying that there are people that always ask you for recommendations. They always ask you for things like, oh, where can I buy this? Where can I get this? Do you know like where I can get this, where I can buy this and stuff? And then you recommend for that person, but you're not getting any percentage from that transaction, right? So I'm not saying that you should benefit from everything that you do for people. That's not what I'm saying. But I'm just saying that you cannot know how to sell and be broke. It means that you're not taking proper advantage of the skills that you have. If you are, making sales and you're also broke at the same time, it means that you have a skill you're not leveraging on. Literally, you can sell anything. MC Hammer is a singer. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I was trying to remember that. Where do I know this name from? The name sounds familiar. But since you say he's a singer, then that's great. That's nice. For two said I'm new here. I joined recently by scrolling. Just want to drop a comment and say hi to you too. Thank you for joining. And I hope you're having a great day. I hope you're having a fantastic day. Let me know. Do you work in corporate or are you a business owner? Because I don't have much experience in the corporate line, but I have a lot of experience in running business, right? So I love talking to business owners. I love sharing ideas. I love talking about sales and marketing. Canary King, hi! It's been a long time I saw you on my live. How have you been? It's been a while. I hope you've been great. I hope you've been doing well. I guess you've been busy, which is fine. We all get busy. We all get yeah, we all get busy with life actually. Have an interesting opinion on things. Nice to get some new knowledge today. Thank you so much for being here. So yes, back to sales. Now, sales is different from marketing. When people say marketing, marketing sounds a bit like professional, like you really have to know what you're doing. But sales is the basic of the basic. Let me tell you something. Over here in my country, I don't know if you know about them, but there are people that they wake up daily. They don't have like a proper job or like any contract or any business. They don't have a shop. But they just wake up and they go to the market. Now, if you come into the market and you tell them that you want to buy white slippers, right? You want to buy shoe wear, white color, they will tell you, okay, they know someone that sells it. Even though they don't know, they will tell you they know, and they will take you around the market till they meet someone that sells that white shoe that you want to buy. Now, when you buy from the seller that they referred you to, they collect a certain percentage from the seller. So let's say, for example, you bought that white shoe for 200. The seller could give them maybe 10 as their, percentage for bringing you as a customer. Do you understand? So that day, they have made some money. They have no products. They have no shop. They have nothing basically, but they just made money. Do you understand? So like sales is such like it's something that anybody can do at any point in time, and that's physical. Oh. How can you do that online? Online, you have different people that they want different things, right? They're asking for different things, but they don't know where to get it. So you could be the link between the people that have and people that want it. Basically, you're like a middleman. You don't have products, you don't have a store, you don't have a website, you don't have anything like that, but you know someone that has what another person needs. Like it's so simple, it's so basic. People do it in like everyday life, right? Even in the church, someone will say, oh, I want a particular type of Bible, or I want a particular type of scarves. Someone else will say, okay, give me the money, I'll get it for you. Now they go to the store, they bargain with the seller, and they keep a certain percentage for themselves and they bring it over to you. That's business basically. Like sometimes when we talk about business, people think it's something so complicated. People think it's something so grand, something so big, but really it's not. Like let's go back to the basis of business. Forget about having staffs, forget about having a big company, having a brand, having a logo. Just leave that first. Like what is business basically? Like the basis of business. Like what is business is sales. Like some people say they have a business, but they are not making sales. If you're not making sales, you don't have a business. So like there's people that are into business, but it's not official. They don't even know they're into business. But every day they make profits. And they, like I said earlier, they don't have products, they don't have a store, no website, no inventory, but they are making profits just by being able to connect, someone that wants a product and someone that has, the product. So let me read comments. MC Hammer said, I am now retired at age 40, but I did ABOR for many years that dealt with many. people from all walks of life. I learned to experience how to help exactly. So you're not even doing anything wrong because you're helping people. So this person wants a particular thing, they don't know where to get it, but you know where to get it. So you get it for them. All you do really is just take out your percentage, take out a little. It doesn't even have to be anything like so big. Maybe you can, except if you're adding transportation or anything like that, you can add it to the price that you're giving the person just a little higher. Like that day now, you've made some money, and all you had to do was refer. Do you understand? It's the same way, like now online, like everything is so modernized. It's like affiliate marketing, right? You can refer the buyer to the seller, and you get a certain percentage, you get a commission. Lucas said, "What's the right animal or pet?" I'm not an animal person. I don't really like animals. I don't really like pets, so I don't have a favorite. Canary King said, "Sales is helping a customer buy goods or services. Marketing is the end-to-end plan on how to go from factory to customer." Okay, yes, this makes sense. Like I know that marketing is a lot more complex than sales. Marketing is basically you putting your products or services in front of the customers, right? Letting the customers know that, oh, you have this thing. I think it's like advertising, right? Letting the customers know that, okay, I have this thing, come and buy from me, right? And now if you're going into sales, I feel like there's so many, like when you want to go into sales, there are so many ways to look at it, right? You can hear that sound. It's how do I explain it? It's like electricity, right? The meter electricity. How do I explain it? Yeah, it's the like for electricity, it's the sound is the meter. I'm so sorry about that, but the sound is the meter. Like I'm in the plaza, I'm outside, right? So like I can't get away from the sound. If when your electricity is really low, you get that beeping sound. That beeping sound is telling you that you need to recharge your electricity. Basically, the beeping sound is telling you that you need to recharge your electricity, but probably the person doesn't have probably the person doesn't have money to like recharge or some, or they just don't want to. But it's a big plaza and there are like maybe 50 different shops here, right? So you cannot ensure that everybody recharges their meter at the same time. That's why you have that annoying sound. I'm so sorry about that. Like if I was home, there will be no sound, but I'm not home now, I'm outside. So yeah, there are shops here, different shops, different people. Hi Junior, I'm doing well. How are you doing? Nice to see you here. Exactly. So I'm just trying to explain to MC Hammer what the beeping sound is. That I'm out in a plaza and there are like 50 shops here. Everybody's not going to recharge their electricity at the same time. So definitely you would have some meters that have that beeping sound. It's a bit common if you go to like plazas or like a group of shops because everybody's not going to recharge their electricity at the same time. Some people don't have the money or some people just don't want to. Some people just don't care. So you can't force anybody, you can't ask anybody, and you cannot recharge for anybody. So definitely you're going to have that beeping sound. Hi Mosha, nice to have you here. Thank you for joining the live. I've been well, and you? MC Hammer said Nigerian people speak great English, but do they welcome English white people? Into, huh? Are you kidding me? Like white people are all over. Okay, let me not say white people are all over the country, but I live in the capital city and there are lots of foreigners here. Like the foreigners sometimes they even try to like look down on you. Meanwhile, it's your country. So yes, Nigerians generally are very welcoming people. We're very lovely people. Even people that cannot even speak English, we still welcome them. How much more people that can actually speak English that we can communicate with. So yes, we're very welcoming, we're very loving, we're very open, right? We welcome foreigners. Like over here in capital where I stay, there are lots of foreigners from different countries, different continents, like Asians, Lebanese, Americans, British, like they're all here. So definitely, yeah, yeah, broken English is the best, but if I'm on, I do speak broken English in my day-to-day life, but if I'm on like a public platform, I rather speak something that I know that everybody can, understand me and relate with. So yeah, previously I was talking about sales and marketing, and the topic of sales is very, very dear to me because I think it's something everybody doesn't understand, and it's something that me too, I'm also trying to like understand more of. I'm trying to be better at sales. And the thing is, Online sales is a bit different from physical sales because if you're selling online, I feel like you don't have to do it, but it depends on how you want to take it. But selling in real life is a bit different from selling online. Yeah, that's what I was trying to explain, Junior. That I was talking about sales and marketing, like before you joined. I'm talking for a while already. I did talk about a lot of things, so you could say it's a bit casual, right? But yeah, I was talking about sales and marketing. I was trying to explain how everybody can be a salesperson. MC Hammer said English is full of Florida people too, very much so. Florida people. What are Florida people? Are those like blacks? Are they blacks? Okay, but I do know that Africans are all over the world. Africans are in England. Africans are in America. So yeah, as a white person, you definitely would have come across a black person. But it's just that white people are a bit more racist to black people than black people are racist to white people. I think that's the issue. Yeah. White people don't like black people as much, probably because of their historical background. But black people are more open and more friendly to white people. So I don't know, but there's just that racism that exists in every group of whites or blacks. I don't know why that is. Because for me, really it doesn't matter, we are all human beings. And the thing is that okay. Oh, he said foreign people. Okay. Yeah, there are lots of foreign people in England. I've never been to England, but based on like the friends that I have that have been there, they also said the same thing. Like, you could people that go to university that they leave my country to go to university over there. You could get there and in the university, let's say you have a class of 100 people, like 70 of them could be Africans. When I say Africans, no, like 20 of them could be Africans, 70 of them could be Asians. You get only 10% of them could actually be people from that continent, from England itself. So yeah, I understand, and I hope it's not a problem for you. I don't think it's anything wrong with associating with people that are outside of your historical background or your nationality. Though I do understand, like locals have said that they feel it's some kind of way, like foreigners coming to your land and then trying to take over our rights. But I feel like we can all exist, like we can all coexist, right? There doesn't have to be any differentiation or discrimination or racism. We can all coexist with each other. I mean, we're all human beings. We're all created the same. It's just that somehow, because of like history and certain mindset and orientation, a group of people start to feel like they are more superior to the other group of people. So I think that's probably one of the issues that we have faced over the years. But locals, foreigners, white or black, I feel like we can all coexist together. And the thing is that you may feel like, oh, blacks are worse than whites or something, but at the end of the day, I feel like we're all human beings, and white people have the same characteristics as black people. Like you can see bad people as a black person, and you can see a bad person as a white person. So for me, I don't see any differentiation really. White people have done me dirty. Black people have also done me dirty. So like racism doesn't matter, nationality really doesn't matter. A good person is a good person, a bad person is a bad person, irrespective of where they come from, their family background, their skin color, your age, your height, or anything at all. Exactly. People need to respect cultures and things like that. For me, it's a minority that causes the problem. Exactly. Like, man, people should not fight over water. Who is this? Welcome to the live. Color doesn't matter, nor does religion. Well, for me, I will not say that I'm a religious person, but mhm, on the topic of religion, it's a very sensitive topic for me. But let me just say that anyone that does not have the same religion as me, I don't treat them badly, right? I don't treat them any kind of way. I don't look down on them. I don't discriminate from them. But you cannot compare the way I would treat someone from a different religion to the way I would also treat someone from my own religion. Because people from my religion, we are brothers and sisters, right? It's like treating your family members and treating outsiders. It can never be the same. People who are Christians like me, they are my brothers and sisters. But people who are from other religion, they're like maybe friends. So it can never be the same. But at the end of the day, humanity supersedes all. That's what I think. So ethnicity, religion, race, humanity still supersedes like everything at the end of the day. It's called inferiority complex. Do you get? Because like you are in your country, but you're still feeling like an outsider is going to come and like take over you. You're still treating an outsider badly because you're not sure in yourself. Like my black friends will tell me that, oh, they were on the train going somewhere, and then the white person sitting beside them was acting funny because they're blacks. I'm like, what? And I don't even blame them. It's just that in Africa here, we have experienced a lot of bad leadership, which is why people feel like they need to go to other countries to have a brighter future, right? I think the problem with Africa, it has majorly been our leadership, bad leadership, honestly. Like we have the resources, we have the manpower, we have the intellect. It's just the leadership that is the major issue. Channel says she's pretty. Thank you for the comments. I appreciate you. Musha said black people need unity, not interracial relations. Do you understand? I feel this. I don't like to talk down on like my nationality, my whatever. I don't like to talk down on it on a public platform. But black people don't love each other, honestly. Like in my country now, our problems are not even like external, they are all internal. Bad leadership, okay, people hating on each other for no reason, people fighting each other, people killing each other, people duping each other. Like all our problems are internal, they're not even external. So we can't even say, oh, the whites this, foreigners this. All our problems come from inside. Like if we really unite ourselves, like I don't even think we cannot even talk about racism because we have ethnicity. You know what ethnicity is? Like in the country now, Nigeria, people from the north don't like people from the west. People from the south don't like people from the east. So even just the country, we have an internal crisis, like a civilian crisis, like when they say civil war, right? So all our problems are really internal, not even like outsiders or foreigners, which is why people leave the country and go to foreign countries because they feel like the country is not safe for them or like the country is not working for them. No, Musha, oh my God. Musha, your comments are not invisible. I can see your comments. Why would you say that? Hi, Mohammed Tube. Hi, thank you for the flowers. Welcome to the live. Channel said you're so pretty. The hair is slaying. Thank you. Thank you so much. Junior said finding the one piece and putting a colony on Jupiter would be easier than trying to. See, like the day that finally happens, and let me tell you something else, besides every individual country, do you know that Africa as a whole, if we were to come together, like the whole continent, like even each country cannot even like the people inside the country cannot even come together. But I'm saying, just imagine that the country was united, and then as a continent, we try to unite ourselves. I feel like foreign powers will not even like, they will have no hold over us. Like they will have no space to even do anything because we are united. So our major problem is unity and leadership. That's the African problem. Unity and leadership. We don't have natural disasters, right? We don't have natural disasters, but what we do have is a leadership problem and a unity problem. So, which is why I advise everybody to empower themselves, right? I advise people to empower themselves. And how do you empower yourself? By making sure that you are skilled, right? In the knowledge that you have. Good afternoon. Yes, so in the knowledge that you have, the things that you know, it's so very important because you might say, "Oh, I'm in a country that is not working," but what are you actually doing to help yourself to equip yourself, right? You can start by just expanding your knowledge. Just black people worldwide are divided. Shaking my actually that's something that's another angle. Like it's not like a region problem, it's a worldwide issue. I don't know, is even the same way some Nigerians go to, like, let me say America now, and they have issues with black Americans, and I'm like, we are all black, so where's the issue coming from? They will say no, they are not, like black Americans are different from like Africans. Do you understand? Like I've heard that before, and I was just trying to think about it, like, does it even matter? Should it even be like a topic for discussion that, oh, black Americans are different from like Africans? We're all blacks at the end of the day, and we all face the same issues. So what's the need for the discrimination? Leadership, culture, hate, so many weird things and reasons in each culture. It will be impossible. Sometimes I think it's just in our genes, like we don't even like each we don't like each other actually, but at the same time, you would still find a group of people that are passionate about the continent, that are passionate about the country, that are passionate about giving back. I mean, I feel like of recently I've been seeing a lot of people who are coming back into the continent. They feel like they prefer to stay here. They feel like they prefer to live here. Of recent, I've been seeing a lot of that. I don't know why, but there have been like a surge of people that are coming back, right? It's like, oh, they want to come back to Nigeria. They don't want to be outside anymore. So I think it's both ways. As much as you find a group of people that are full of hate, you will still find a group of people that are full of love. So it works two ways. Exactly. Exceptions don't break the rule because the majority still think the same way. Majority of people still act the same way. And there's something called the status quo. Those that come in newly, when they come and see that, okay, this is how things are being done, they kind of, let's say they inherit it, or they just adapt to how they feel like things are already done. So change starts from you. Change actually starts from you. You know, the little things that we do. And, you know, if you are waiting for someone big to come out and do something grand, it may never happen. But we can all make changes in our own little ways. So, anyways, the major thing I wanted to talk about was sales and marketing. But I'm so glad that I've been able to talk about like so much more. These are actually very important topics that need to be talked about, like discussions that need to be had. Like it's not every day we have to talk about a relationship this and minor things. There are a lot of like major world issues that need to be discussed, and I'm so grateful that everyone has something to contribute. Everyone has an idea to share. I mean, I can learn from you as much as you can learn from me. Um, it's um, it's something I really admire, being able to like share ideas with other people and being able to learn a thing or two, being able to rub minds. Like this discussion now is like so very important. Why are we so disunited? Why is it hard for us to like come together and do a particular thing? And it's not just like on the big platforms, even in little platforms. I just open a WhatsApp group of like 20 people and tell everybody that, okay, we're planning towards this thing, this is what we want to achieve, and you see how it will be so difficult to do that thing. So this disunity of a thing, it's such a major topic. Honestly, it's not easy to put people together and for us to work towards a common goal. Either ways, thank you everyone for discussing with me at this moment. I really, really appreciate, and we will be discussing again some other time. Bye.